the Tooth Fairy Day is celebrated 2 times a year.
Why?
Yes.
2,000?
2,000. Before we get into what day today, we have got to say a massive thank you. 2,000 of you are now following along, and we couldn't be more grateful. Couldn't be more grateful. So thank you, and let's jump on into what day is it? Saturday, August the 22nd. First of all, though, this is the Never Been Better Day.
Bean better?
Never Been Better Day.
Okay.
You would never guess what it's about, all right?
Beans?
Nope. It is about the unconditional love of canine companions. Okay? Just like our ever joyful pets, the day casts away the worries and spreads enthusiasm for life. So it comes from Bean. So Bean is a dog that has a Facebook page, and the follow Bean on the Never Been Better Facebook page, and so he very early on in his life there started going around and visiting hospitals, nursing, different places, bringing joy to people. I mean, just being that canine encouragement. And so this is all about that generosity, the sharing the joys of life, planting the bean of love everywhere you go. And so just like dogs, when they take care of us when we're sick or down, they give us all their love in all sorts of forms of licks and snuggles, right? So this day started in 2017. And so Never Been Better.
Never been better.
Spread the woof. WV is what you see. Spread the woof. Woof, 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 woof.
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 Woof. Woof.
So, it's a good reminder to us. And it kind of rolls into the next day, be an angel day, which you're an angel every day. Mm-hmm. And speaking of wolves, there's Lulu again. Be an angel day. Recognizes those who've been angels to us, right? I mean, sometimes, we don't know what other people are going through. And sometimes people are having a bad day. Maybe they've gotten bad news. We all have those kind of days. And one thing you learn, I know, being a pastor, I've learned very quickly too, you don't have to have the answers, because you don't in so many situations. In chaplaincy, we call it the ministry of presence. Just be there, offer a hug, a word of encouragement, just a pleasant atmosphere. Be open, available, be that shoulder to cry on, just be there. Don't try to fix everything. Don't try to solve anything, because you can't, honestly. And so in 1993, Jane Howard Feldman created the National Be an Angel Day to encourage acts of kindness. Offer an ear to listen, a hand to lift up, or a shoulder to hold them up until they can stand again. So, be an angel, Never Been Better Day. Here's a good one of our foods, and really a joyful food in my opinion. Eat a peach day.
How about a peach cobbler?
That'd be real good. You love peach cobbler.
I love me some peach cobbler now.
So the reason this is now on August 22nd, this is right in the peak harvest season and then this is also National Peach Month. So National Peach Month, and this is National Eat a Peach Day. Very simple. Just enjoy that refreshment. And I always think of Engelbrecht's Orchard, and that was in Evansville where we grew up. And my father, we would go out there and we'd get a watermelon, and we'd always get peaches. We'd get the little, what do they call those things? I don't remember what they were. Half bushel or something. They was in those had that wooden stick kind of handle on it. And, we get the peaches, and we'd start eating them on the way home. And Dad always said, if the peach juice don't run down your arm when you're eating it, it ain't a good peach. And so we would get messy eating peaches, and what I wouldn't give to eat a messy peach with my dad.
Did he eat nectarines too?
He ate a little bit, but Dad was a peach guy. He loved the peaches, all right?
That's what I like.
So enjoy it, whether eating, straight, just a peach in your hand, or peach cobbler. Sounds wonderful to me. And here's something too. So what state is the peach state?
Alabama.
Nope.
Georgia.
Georgia. Georgia.
I knew it was Georgia.
Yeah. Georgia's considered the peach state.
But there's a big peach on the highway Interstate 65 here in Alabama.
But which state actually grows the most peaches?
Alabama?
Nope. California. California actually grows the most peaches in the United States, leading the nation by production volume. So, the Georgia may be the peach state, but California has the highest volume production.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
All right. So at the beginning, I said we are going to be talking about National Tooth Fairy Day. And it's celebrated twice a year. It's recognized also on February 28th. So February 28th, August 22nd are both the Tooth Fairy Days. So why, right? Some people, and there's a lot of talk about the why. Some say, of course, it's to emphasize the importance of good dental hygiene. And the dual celebration encourages families to reflect on, the tooth fairy. I've not been a huge tooth fairy person, but it's a tool of encouragement. It turns this maybe very daunting, stressful time for a child of a tooth falling out or, whatever they're going through there into something they're excited about, right? So that's the joy there. It serves as a fun way to encourage the children in discussions and, again, make that experience of losing the teeth less stressful, scary, and more, fun and something that they get some good out of, right? I really think, and I agree with those I was reading about, where it's recommended, of course, to get cleanings twice a year.
That's what I was thinking why they did it.
Yeah. So that's the theory that I get behind the most. I can get behind that. That's your phrase. But I can get behind that. I think it is, at least it makes sense. Good encouragement to remind you, we celebrate Tooth Fairy twice for getting your teeth clean twice, right? How much did you get from the Tooth Fairy?
I mean, back in the 70s, and we were not rich, maybe a quarter.
Yeah.
And that was a good tooth.
Yeah. What about you? What about you? Let us know in the comments. When you were a kid, what was the going rate? I mean, what was a tooth worth, right? Was a molar worth more? I mean, maybe the front teeth more visible, they're more power, more beneficial or more valuable? Or what about the incisors where you do the grinding and chewing? Was there a variety, right? Well, currly $3 to $4.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really gone up quite a bit.
It has kept up with inflation, I guess. So let us know, what are you doing as a parent? What are you giving your children for that? And you ever removed one with pliers or tie the string around the doorknob? I tried. I never could get it to stay on the tooth. I mean, I couldn't.
My mom did put a string on mine and pulled it herself.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Or just grab it and go. Just kind of wiggle it.
Wiggle it out.
You kind of always your tongue, you just kind of wiggle it all the time. What's a unique way that you have removed a tooth, right? I think I saw one time maybe about a remote control car. They hooked the string up to a remote control car and, drove the car off and it jerked the tooth out. What's a unique way you have had a tooth, pulled that loose tooth out on somebody? And then I also thought about this too. Do you remember the pen? Do you remember in school? Grade school, we get the pen, and if you got your dental checkups, if you got your medical checkups, you got that health pen. Remember that thing?
Yeah.
I bet I can dig around.
Ribbon.
I've been wanting to dig around, see if I can find one of those.
I bet it's in your stuff. Your mom kept everything.
Yep. But remember that the pens used to get to encourage you, and we thought that was the best thing ever.
Yeah, if you had it, it was like,
it's a pen. I mean, it was almost like. You didn't want to not have it. Well, you didn't want to not have it. Then you'd be made fun of. Well, you're the kid there, whatever. Let's move into another one. This one's important. This is an appreciation day, National Surgical Oncologists Day, recognizing their accomplishments of life-saving surgeries and working to eradicate cancer. Right. They helped both diagnose cancer and cure it through surgery. They may perform something, from a needle biopsy to surgery to remove all or parts of a cancerous tissue. They work with a team of experts to provide us with the best possible care available. So in March of 2019, Jenny Cherlin and the Lean On Me Breast Cancer Network founded National Surgical Oncologist Day, recognizing the hard work and dedication of those everywhere. Real life heroes in choosing to benefit others. We talked about the volunteer firefighters the other day. Folks that go to a lot of school, stay up on things, and dedicating their life to help others. And we appreciate them and their efforts and their continued improvement in medical care, for sure. National Pecan, is it pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
Pecan. So there again, another debate, right?
Pecan.
Pecan or pecan, right?
Pecan.
Pecan. Pecan Torte Day. Now, I don't think I've had a torte. Do they call the little things we've had like variety? They've called those tortes, haven't they? Or tarts? Tortes?
A tart.
Tart. I don't think those are, because a torte, what I looked up with this was, okay, what's the difference between a pecan pie and a pecan torte? Well, it's a cake. It's more of a cake than a pie. And, this is one where, for example, the torte has a little bit of denseness. And in fact, torte translate to cake in German. So these desserts avoid chemicals, relying instead on whipped eggs for the rise. They don't really have a lot of flour, I believe, either. They grind up the pecans into like a powder, real fine, and it helps with the eggs to kind of hold the torte together and to create that. But let's talk about the pecan for a second, all right? So did you know that the pecan tree is the only nut tree native to North America?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The only
nut tree, besides your family tree, the only nut tree native to North America. So it's interesting, right?
I had no idea.
And
native to, okay, so there are walnut trees and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That they're just not
They're
native
from
here.
Other country,
Okay.
I guess. The pecan tree is a native North American nut tree.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So pecans pack more than 19 vitamins and minerals, and they also provide healthy fats in abundance. And those oils also are essential to heart health. So it's a superfood.
Okay.
When done in moderation. Okay, just like anything else, you need to be careful.
I do like some pecans with some chocolate and some caramel on them.
Mm-hmm. I think it's called a turtle sundae.
Oh. I get, when you said torte, I thought you meant turtle.
Oh, yeah, turtle. Just mix the letters around. And my favorite turtle sundae is from Freddy's. Mm-hmm.
Freddy's.
I had a post previously on our Facebook Reels there that, what did we have, 3 in a week or something one time? Father's Day, I had one. It was an enjoyable thing. So, all right. So just to wrap up, it is a reminder to be an angel, do something of encouragement to others, be there, never being better. Eat a Peach Day, National Tooth Fairy Day, Surgical Life. You know any national or any surgical oncologist, give them a peach and $3 for a tooth or something. And Pecan Torte Day. All right. Once again, thank you for the 1,000 new faces and followers. Let us know, what city, state you're from. Join in. We want to get to know you too. And welcome to the crazy family. All right. Have a great day.